The anxious attachment style fears losing you. The avoidant fears being trapped. But the egomaniac fears losing the story about themselves. I'm going to get into that. I'm going to talk about attachment styles and how you can know if your ex or your partner has egomaniac attachment style. Attachment styles are a hot topic. I hear it all the time. Back when I first learned about them in the early 2000s, it wasn't as hot of a topic. People didn't hear about it all the time and talk about it all the time. And people weren't constantly telling me their attachment style and their partner's or ex-partner's attachment style when they booked coaching sessions with me. But an attachment style can often look like one thing, but actually come from simply someone having poor character. So just because you see certain traits in this person doesn't mean that the mystery is solved by assigning them a certain attachment style. They may have certain traits of an avoidant or certain traits of an anxious attachment, but that doesn't mean that they themselves completely operate that way or bond in relationships that way. And so I'm going to go over a few things that if you notice in your partner, that it's very likely that what you're seeing is not an attachment style issue, but more of a character flaw within them. Number one, for an egomaniac attachment style is going to be an attitude of, what have you done for me lately? They forget the past, all that you've done for them in the past, the love that you've given them in the past, the memories that the two of you have, and they focus on what is going on now. Are you having a bad year? Are you struggling with something? Are you insecure? And I'll get into that a little bit more later. But they will look at you in the present, and instead of thinking, this is someone who I have a history with, who is like family to me, who has been good to me. So I will choose to work on this. I will choose to see the best in them. I will choose to see them as a flawed human being who I love and realize that no one's perfect, including me. And I will move forward in this relationship. I wouldn't think of just tossing it aside because they've had a bad month or a bad year, or because some of those best things have happened in the past and maybe haven't happened lately. So if you see this in the other person, that it really seems to be about only the present, as though you don't even get credit for the past, they could very well be an egomaniac. Number two, what would an egomaniac attachment style be without double standards? It's okay if I do it, but not you. It's okay for me to expect traditional gender roles for you, but you can't expect that of me. It's okay for me to go out with my friends, but if you do, you're selfish and you're neglecting me. Or when I need some you and me time, you should drop everything and give it to me, but when you need it, no, I have plans, and you can just sit home and pout, and I'll loathe you for it. Double standards are a hallmark of someone who's not an avoidant, they're not anxious, they're an egomaniac. Before I get to number three, if you want to talk about attachment styles, getting your ex back, saving your marriage, or finding the love of your life, you can book a coaching session with me or a wonderful coach on my staff at myexbackcoach.com. That's myexbackcoach.com, and click on coaching, and you'll see where you can do that. Also, if you're going through a breakup, get my emergency breakup kit. It can help you get your ex back, reattract them. You'll learn what you need to do, and most importantly, what you don't need to do, what you should not do, in order to get the best chance of getting them back. And men, if you want success with women like you've never had before, if you're tired of being ignored and disrespected and rejected, get my Masculine Destiny course. You can do that at masculinedestiny.com. That's masculinedestiny.com. It will change your life. Don't say I didn't tell you about it. Thank you for your support and for listening to my commercial. Number three, someone with an egomaniac attachment style expects mind reading. However, if you expect them to read your mind, well, you're just a terrible communicator and you need to tell me what you want and you need to speak up like an adult. But when it comes to me, you just need to know what I want and need, and if you don't, I'm going to turn on that "what have you done for me lately" switch, and you're no good anymore because you couldn't read my mind and you should have known what I was thinking or feeling or wanting. Sound familiar? You could very well be dealing with someone who is an egomaniac, and they assume the worst about you, that you're not even trying, or that you don't care, simply because you don't know and because you are a different human being with a different brain. Number four, you might be dealing with someone who has an egomaniac attachment style if Their response to you being insecure or you being needy is anger or complaining or attacking you. Because when you love someone, when you want to be with someone, you want to be the best partner you can to them, and you just have empathy for someone, sympathy for someone, you would respond to those things with trying to help them. You wouldn't say, well, that's your problem, not mine, like is so popular in TikTok videos and whatever. I hear people say that, and I just think, do you understand how a relationship works? When it's your problem, it's my problem. And just having a heart for your partner, for this person that supposedly you love and want to be with, if they are feeling insecure about their relationship with you, it's a wonderful thing. And I would even say it's your job to do your best to help them feel secure. And I don't know where we got this idea that somehow it was beneath us if our partner felt insecure to do anything about that, to try to help them with that. That is absolutely wrong. You should have a heart that goes out to your partner that says, I want you to feel secure in my love. I want to show you I love you. I want you to be confident that I'm not leaving you, that when I leave, I'm coming back, that I plan for us to have a future together, that I have no interest in anyone else, and that I'm not cheating on you. That should be top priority. Whether or not it makes any sense to you, if your partner's feeling that way, it's a good thing for you to stop what you're doing. Say, hey, babe, you got me. I'm right here. There's nothing to worry about. It is bizarre that somehow that has become an epic chore or a nuisance to people nowadays. Don't believe everything that you hear someone say on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. And that includes me. Think about it. Does it make sense? I hope it does. But I can tell you this much. What doesn't make sense is a partner who thinks that when the other person is insecure in the relationship, that they have no responsibility at all to even put effort to help them out. And the same is true with neediness. If your partner is needy and is wanting you to be close to them, to be around them, to be affectionate to them, that's what you're supposed to do. What else is better? What else is more important than the person who you are doing life with, who you're moving forward with, who is the opposite side to your coin, who is your family? What better thing do you have to do than to say, you know, you need me right now? You want me to be close to you? I'm here for you. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm here for. Because the very reason that we are with someone is that it is not good for man to be alone. It is not good for a woman to be alone. We are designed to be in relationships. We have many chemicals within us that are produced to bond us to another person for a monogamous relationship. And so it is absurd to think that when the other person who you are committed to is needy, that somehow that's not your problem and that that's something you should look down on them for. And if your partner is that way, it's very possible they have an egomaniac attachment style. And I don't recommend relationships with people who have an egomaniac attachment style because it's all about them. It's all about the way they look in the story. They want to be worshipped. They want you to be a stepping stone, if that's what they need you to be, to someone else or something else. And that's a horrible attitude to have within a relationship. Number 5, an egomaniac will disrespect the relationship. They won't post pictures of the two of you on social media. Why? Because they're holding out. They don't want someone else to get the wrong idea that they're taken, because they are taken. But they don't want to get someone thinking that they might not be single just in case that person becomes interested. Maybe they go out to clubs and they act like a single person and they flirt with other people. They disrespect the relationship so that if somebody else who knew the two of you were together saw them and saw what they were doing, they would think, wait a minute, I thought that person was in a committed relationship. Why are they acting that way? Yes, you should respect your relationship enough that you don't compromise yourself and that you do think about how it looks to other people. That's how you respect your partner. That's how you respect your relationship. That's how people used to do things. That was standard. Somehow we have gotten away from that. And most of it has to do with people who have an egomaniac attachment style because they are too selfish to be good at being in a relationship. Get my emergency breakup kit at myexbackcoach.com/EBK if you want your ex back. Hopefully, you're not trying to get back with someone who's an egomaniac. But if you are, I can help you with that, but I'm going to try to talk you out of it too. You can also book a coaching session with me because maybe you want to know, is this person worth me trying to get back with, or are they a hopeless egomaniac who's only in it for themselves? You can do that at myexbackcoach.com. Just click on coaching. And guys, I'm serious. If you want success with women like you have never had before, go to masculinedestiny.com and get my course, Masculine Destiny, this second. You will thank me for it. You can follow me on Instagram at RealCoachLee. That's RealCoachLee on Instagram. Thank you for your support, and as always, thank you for watching.